More than 75,000 Rhode Islanders are either living with or caring for someone with Alzheimer's disease, including the Monaco family from Charlestown, who, by sharing their story, hope to raise awareness for a disease that has no cure. Mike Montecalvo has their story.
They've been together for more than 45 years. Love at first sight?
Pretty much. We were married in 3 months.
Bob and Fina Monaco traveled a lot, raising 2 children, and enjoyed spending time with their grandchildren. But now, life is much different.
Fina sometimes in her mind thinks something happened, and sometimes it hasn't happened, and she believes it.
Both were caregivers to their daughter, Joanne, who died from breast cancer in 2009. Fina started to become forgetful.
For me, it was like, you know, I couldn't tell people that whatever it is, but I knew that something was not going right.
Fina is not alone. Symptoms include memory loss that disrupts daily life, confusion with time and place, challenges in planning or solving problems, and mood swings. And the number of Americans dealing with Alzheimer's is rapidly increasing, with more than 5 million Americans of all ages living with the disease, and nearly 16 million, like Bob, are caregivers.
I know how it's going to end, but in sometimes the caregiver doesn't make it to the end of the journey, and I want to make sure I'm there to help. I want to be a caregiver the whole way.
That's why support groups offered by the Alzheimer's Association of Rhode Island are vital for patients and caregivers, providing emotional support, education about the disease, and resources for families. While Fina is participating in a trial infusion experiment that has helped her a bit, not being afraid to talk about the disease is important to her.
Because I see it as, I didn't do this to myself. It's something else.
The doctor told me once that with this disease, caregivers mourn the loss of somebody, even though they're still sitting right next to them. You ever feel that?
I do, sometimes. But luckily, not all the time. She's right here. I just want her to know I love her and that I'm here for her. And you look for the little things.
You'll be okay.
So moving to see that. And joining us now, we have WPRI 12's own Mike Montecalvo, along with Donna McGowan, Executive Director of the Alzheimer's Association of Rhode Island, to tell us about this weekend's upcoming Walk to End Alzheimer's. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, Brendan.
Nice to see you,
Thank you.
Good
Welcome
morning,
back.
Brendan. Thank you.
You know, we see something like that, Mike, for years now. We've watched you. We've seen you talk to these people afflicted with this. I mean, let's talk common themes. You've really seen it all with regard to this, haven't you?
So Fina kind of hit it on the head when she said, I didn't do this to myself, and that's why she wants to tell the story. But the other big thing is the caregiver's part. You know, Bob cared for his daughter who had breast cancer, and now he's caring for his wife. We saw Ken Rihanna last year in the piece that we did, Care for Irene. My father cared for my mother. So that's like the common theme, and they all want to last, but if the caregiver does not take care of themselves, there's a strong possibility they would pass away first.
Indeed, quite multifaceted, of course, many factors at play here. And Donna, let's talk about, you know, the event we have coming up. You know, people who make contributions, you know, when money is raised, we want to know where that's going directly, because we want to make sure that it's helping, and it really is, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. All the money that comes in goes back out into the community and programs and services. So we have 18 support groups that are physical support groups. We have a 24/7 hotline that you can call at any time of day or in the evening. We have an ALZ Connect online where you can chat online. It's an online support group, so if you're not one to go out or you can't make it out, you've got that computer connection going. We do advocacy. We raise money for research for a cure. We're determined to find a cure. So we do lots of advocacy work at the local, the state, and the federal level as well. And then we have all programs and services. So there's a lot of education and training for the people that have the disease, their loved ones, their family, the caregivers, and just regular lay people to educate them.
Continuing to raise that awareness to make us all cognizant of this. We want to make sure that it progresses year after year. And speaking of that, Donna, great strides have been made with regard to care, haven't they?
Yes, they have, and it's all about good care for that caregiver, because what we have found is that about 90% of our caregivers pass away prior to the person having the disease.
And Mike, as you alluded to, you certainly have personal experience with this, don't you?
My mom was 68 when she was diagnosed. She passed away at 76. It's been 10 years now. So, you know, it takes a strain. My kids, when she passed away, were 12 and 8. So, you know, they got to see their grandmother when she was okay and then lose her memory. And that's common. I mean, there's so many families that go through that. So that's why we got to tell the story. You can't be afraid to talk about this.
We really do, and we have a real treat today. We got to meet your dad, who is watching on from just beyond the camera. And Mike, I'm sorry, but you are now my second favorite Monte Carlo.
You know what? That's okay.
Well, it's a family affair, and it's a wonderful thing. We couldn't be happier to have you join us to shed some light on this very important topic.
Brendan.
Mike, thank you very much as always, Donna.
Thank you, Brendan.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
You bet. WPRI 12 is a proud sponsor of the Walk to End Alzheimer's. You can join us this Saturday at Roger Williams Park. Registration starts at 8:30, and the walk itself will start at 10 a.m.